Do you want your party to thrive instead of just survive? Let's talk about how to build a group that truly works together without just telling your players what they have to play. Hi everybody, in this video I'll be talking about building a party with synergy, where characters complement each other's abilities and everybody gets a chance to shine. As a DM, it's our job to guide that setup, especially at the beginning of the game, to help our players create a group that feels balanced and ready for adventure. And these are tips for any system, any setting. And don't worry, it's not about forcing players into specific roles. It's about collaboration and letting them get set up to succeed. Good party synergy starts before the first session, during character creation. As the DM, you can help guide this conversation so the players know what the game is going to need. So discuss the theme. Talk to the players about the campaign's tone, setting, and challenges. Are they dungeon delving mercenaries or investigators on a mystery, deep space explorers? Knowing that helps players make informed choices. Encourage collaboration. Ask them to share their character ideas early on. They can still keep secrets, but this gives them a chance to discuss how their characters might work together, both mechanically and narratively. And highlight flexibility. Remind them that synergy doesn't mean that every gap has to be filled perfectly. It's okay to have overlaps or weaknesses as long as the group as a whole feels cohesive. Most parties benefit from covering a few key areas: damage dealing, support, defense, and utility. But that doesn't mean that every group needs to have a fighter, rogue, cleric, and wizard. Let's talk about damage. The party should have a way to deal consistent damage, and that could be from a melee fighter or a ranged archer or a spellcaster with heavy firepower. There's support. A healer is great, but support can come from buffs, debuffs, or crowd control. Classes like bards or druids can offer some support in pretty creative ways. There's defense. Someone who can take a hit or control the battlefield to protect others is crucial. It doesn't have to be a big tanky fighter. Spellcasters with area control spells can fill that role. And of course, utility. Skills like lockpicking, knowledge checks, mobility, all of those can help solve problems outside of combat. Rogues, wizards, and even monks can excel here. Rather than assigning roles, encourage players to think about how their character contributes to these areas. A bard, for example, can be support or deal damage and handle utility, filling multiple roles with just one character. A big thanks to all of our patrons, but especially to Nicole. If you'd like to help our channel and everything that we do here, head on over to patreon.com/rollforinitiative. All right, back to the video. Synergy isn't just about mechanics. It's about personalities and playstyles too. A group that meshes well outside of combat will have more fun and work better together in-game. Encourage storytelling. Ask the players to consider how their characters can relate to or know each other. Even a loose connection can spark roleplay and teamwork. And balance spotlight time. Talk to your players about sharing that spotlight. And this is your responsibility as a DM as well. A party works best when everyone has a moment to shine, whether in combat or roleplay. Speaking of which, support different playstyles. If one player loves roleplay and another loves combat, create opportunities for both. Balance your encounters and story moments to keep everyone engaged. You can adjust for imbalances. Sometimes your party might lean heavily into one area, like all damage dealers and no healers. That's okay. As the DM, you can adjust your game and make it work. You can scale encounters. If the party lacks a tank, well, include more enemies with low damage but higher mobility. If there's no healers, then this is a world with more potions or rest opportunities. You can use the environment, encourage creative solutions and environmental tools. Let the rogue set up more traps or give the wizard ways to turn the terrain towards their advantage. And you can compensate with NPCs. giving them allies who can fill temporary gaps, like a healer for a few sessions or a warrior to assist in a big battle. Building a party with synergy isn't about forcing roles or limiting creativity. It's about encouraging collaboration and making sure that everyone has a chance to shine. As the DM, your guidance can help set the group up for success, whether they're a perfectly balanced team or a chaotic mix of chaos gremlins. Thanks for spending your time with me in this video. How do you help your players build a cohesive party? I'd love to know in the comments, or just drop a shield emoji if you're ready to build that party perfectly together. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and until next time, I'm Ryan, and this is Roll for Initiative. Bye. Let's roll. I'm never going to do that let's roll again. That was improv and I didn't like it.